Hello, my friends, and welcome to another devotional connection. I was doing my reading tonight in Second Corinthians chapter 12, verses 2 through 10, and it was in verse 9 and 10 that Paul makes a statement, and he says, "Most gladly, therefore, I will rather boast about my weakness, so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. Therefore, I am well content with weaknesses, with insults, with distresses, with persecutions, with difficulties, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong." Paul understands something that we rarely understand this day and age. We rarely want to hear it. It's not preached about often, and it definitely isn't received well. And here it is. It's not about you. It's not about me. Life is not about our being comfortable and happy. It's not about our being successful and pain-free. It's not even about our freedoms here on earth. Life is about you becoming the man or woman God has called you to be. And we don't like to talk about that because that means that I haven't arrived and I still have a ways to go. And that may mean I have to change or I have to put in work and effort, and it's not about us. Furthermore, it's not about us being in some of the stories the way we think we should be. I heard something earlier this week that just blew me away. In the story of David and Goliath, we always want to be David. And it's funny because David is a foreshadow of the Messiah, Jesus Christ. David's in the lineage of Jesus himself. He's called Son of David in the prophetic sense, but that is not who we are in the story. You know who we are in the story? And this is going to be rough to hear. We're the scared soldiers standing on the sidelines, waiting for Jesus to clear the field so we can get on it and rejoice. We love hearing the story in Luke chapter 7 about the centurion. I just got done preaching about this. The centurion comes and he is having great faith, and he shows his belief and how strong it is. And Jesus says, "Man, I haven't seen faith like this in all of Israel." We're not the centurion in the story. We might be the Israelites in the story, but sometimes we're the sick servant whose situation God is using to bring others to him. It's not about you, and it's not about me. When we boast of our strengths, when we get the credit, when we keep going under our own head of steam, we all of a sudden begin to shine, and no one is following, no one cares, and it doesn't do anything for anyone but cause more division, more angst, more woe, more brokenness. Unfortunately, and you can just take a look around, when you and I use our own strength to succeed, we leave devastation in our wake. Look at any company that's a Fortune 500. They have left devastation in their wake. When God does something, when he is glorified, when in the midst of our brokenness, our inabilities, our inadequacies, when he comes out into the front, his strength all of a sudden saves, heals, restores. When he is honored, all of a sudden lives are changed. And we can't miss this point that Paul is trying to make. He is content. He revels in the very things that we get upset about. Let's look at the list again, and I'm going to quote this from a devotional I saw earlier on this today when I read this and started looking things up. It says, "Look at the list. I am content when I lose. I am content when I am weak. I am content with insults. I am content when I'm slandered. I am content in distresses. I am content with persecutions. I am content with difficulties and pressures that are so tight I can hardly turn around." Why? Because when I am weak, then I'm strong in him. His strength I have to rely on to do anything. And that makes me content in everything. It's an incredible way to live your life. And when you are in a relationship with God, you have to know that trouble is going to come. But what does God say? Have no fear. He has already overcome the world. He has faced every trouble that we're going to face and won. And he faced them with the entire demonic force on his back and the weight of the future of the universe on his neck. And he won. We should probably use his strength, not ours. His strength is proven. His strength wins. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about him. Talk to you again soon.